the time I realized Seraphine Kade was in love with me. She had already decided what to do about it. She didn't announce it. She didn't soften. She became careful. That was how I knew. She stopped standing too close in public, stopped letting her hand hover at my back, stopped watching me like she was daring the world to notice. Instead, she watched me when she thought I couldn't feel it. And I always felt it. The new threat arrived disguised as inevitability. A remaining faction of the rival gang, smaller, desperate, reckless, made one final move. Not against her, against me. A message delivered through intermediaries. No violence, no spectacle, just a sentence meant to crawl under my skin. If she hesitates, you're dead. I didn't tell Seraphine right away. I wanted to know if fear still belonged to me, or if it had already become hers. She noticed within hours. She always did. You're quieter, she said that night, standing at the edge of the penthouse, while the city burned softly below us. I'm thinking, I replied. She studied me for a long moment, then said calmly, "Tell me who you're protecting." That was when I understood. She wasn't asking for information. She was asking for honesty. So I told her everything. She didn't explode. She didn't pace or raise her voice. She went very still. The room felt smaller, with her silence in it. "They won't touch you," she said finally. Not a promise, a statement of fact. I asked what it would cost. She turned to face me fully then, eyes dark, unreadable. "Me," she said. That was the first time she ever admitted vulnerability out loud. The trap she set was elegant. She let the faction believe she was distracted, divided, compromised. She let them think love had slowed her down. It hadn't. It had sharpened her. When the threat was erased, quietly, finally she came back to the penthouse alone. No jacket, no armor, just Seraphine. The city lights reflected in the glass behind her as she stopped a few steps away from me. "I don't make mistakes," she said, "and I don't indulge weaknesses." I didn't move. "But you," she continued, voice lower now, "are neither." My heart was beating so hard, I was sure she could hear it. She took one step closer, then another, close enough that I could feel her warmth, close enough that the air between us felt charged, dangerous. "I've crossed lines for you," she said quietly. "Not because I lost control, because I chose to." I whispered her name before I realized I was going to. That was all it took. She didn't rush the kiss. She lifted my chin with 2 fingers firm, deliberate, forcing me to meet her eyes. "This doesn't make you powerful," she said softly, "and it doesn't make me gentle." Then she kissed me, slow, deep, unavoidable. Not hunger, claim. Her mouth moved against mine with devastating certainty, like she had been restraining herself for weeks, and finally decided restraint was no longer necessary. I melted into it before I could stop myself. The world narrowed to breath and pressure, and the undeniable truth of her choosing me. When she pulled back, Her forehead rested briefly against mine. One breath, that was all she allowed herself. After that, everything changed. And nothing did. She didn't promise a future, didn't whisper affection, didn't loosen control. But she no longer pretended this was just obsession. She had crossed the most dangerous line of all. Love. And for someone like Seraphine Kade, that didn't make me safer. It made me untouchable.